Hello there everyone, this is Scott Amick with Advanced Body Dynamics here in Chico, California, discussing our second of the Ask Me Anything trainer Facebook, YouTube, question and answer documentary, I suppose you'd say. One day we'll string all these together and it'll be epic. Jody wrote in and asked me if what she ate was important at certain times of day. She was asking me ultimately, is the timing important in her meal planning? And one of my standard responses is, it's only as important as you make it, Jody. So what I'm going to discuss today are two of the most common and effective ways of dropping body fat. I'm going to try and cut the length of the video down. It was almost 10 minutes last week, so let's get going. The first type of body fat targeted weight loss is the caloric deficit protocol, which essentially says eat less, exercise more, or eat less and increase your metabolism through expenditure. So, number one, reduce everything that you eat, the quantity as well as the amount of calories within whatever that is that you're eating. We're talking low-fat options, low-calorie options. It'll say lower calories on the package. Ultimately, fresh and or raw foods will have less calories than anything that you can buy in a package. So keep that in mind next time you hit the grocery store. Stay to the outside ring, like Michael Pollan suggests in his book Food Rules, and start there. The second is increase your expenditure. It really doesn't matter how you do it. Ultimately, everything matters. But bottom line, just move more. Sweat more. If you sweat once a day, you're on your road to expending more calories than you previously did. Personal favorite, the spin bike. No impact, great way to melt the fat right off of your body. So, eat less, burn more. Great way to do it right here. On the other side of things, Jody specifically answering your question, does timing matter? It does. What you eat is almost as important as when you eat it. I read a study not too long ago where a guy dropped 25 pounds in a little over 2 months off of just eating Twinkies. That sounds pretty gross to me, but ultimately he was able to decrease the amount of calories he intook in a day down to a few Twinkies a few times a day. I would never want to eat another Twinkie again, but it worked for him and he proved his point that if you exercise more and eat less, you can burn calories. Here's my favorite, what I subscribe to and what I recommend for my clientele. I'd say, let's go ahead and try and get your macronutrient profile, your carbohydrates, healthy fats, and proteins balanced out throughout your day, as long as you're getting protein often. The thermogenic effect of protein is crucial when it comes to increasing your metabolism from the inside out. So here's what it sounds like. Each meal of the day is going to have some form of protein in it. Eggs are my favorite type. 99% bioavailability there. It's good stuff. In the morning, wake up and eat a protein, a carbohydrate, and a healthy fat. This sounds a lot like eggs and oatmeal with some berries or some brown sugar. Easy on the brown sugar. Middle of the morning, protein shake and a healthy fat. That sounds a little bit like an egg and a protein shake. Maybe it's almond butter on a rice cake. You would add a little bit of a carbohydrate there. No big deal. Lunch, a salad with some chicken, steak, or fish. Carbohydrates being the leafy greens and or the vegetables. And then the healthy fat can be your oil dressing with a little vinegar on it if you so chose. Middle of the afternoon, you're not going to need a whole lot of energy by then. You've already had your carbohydrate sources early. So you can just go ahead and eat a protein shake, a piece of lean meat or animal protein, an egg or boiled eggs work very well if you're active and on the go. Protein with a leafy carb in the evening. This is chicken, steak, or fish, turkey. Enjoy. If you're really a fanatic, you can eat more eggs. Or if you're someone that likes to stay a little bit closer towards the vegan lifestyle, you can eat eggs again. And then a leafy carb here. We're talking spinach. We're talking broccoli. Can't go wrong there. Asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cucumber. Any of the, I call them leafy, but they're specifically any of the green vegetables. Kale is really good. And then before going to bed at night, protein and healthy fat. For me, that's eggs again, and it depends on the metabolism of the person specifically. If you'd like to learn more about that, there's a book that was recently written by a gentleman from here in town that I like quite a bit. Message me and I'll give you details on that. And then some folks, depending on their caloric demand and their training schedule, may need to eat even one more meal after that. Again, later at night, kick the protein up. Kick that protein up. So, a couple of concepts that really work well when it comes to deciding whether you're going to do the caloric deficit or the nutrient timing or a combination of both. Look a little like this. Pick one and stick with it. Whatever you've got, stick with that program. It's going to be better off for you. Rome wasn't built in a day unless you're Chuck Norris. He built it in about a day. When you plateau, change it up. When I mean change it up, I'm talking expend more energy, or take a look at your macronutrient content again and see if you can do something there. Or contact a health professional like myself. We'll definitely have some recommendations for you. One of those recommendations may be a cleanse. Have you ever gone to a colon hydrotherapist and had some sort of cleaning there? Have you done an herbal cleanse? One of my favorites is the Advocare herbal cleanse that comes inside the 24-day challenge. There are a lot of options when it comes to this cleanse here. If you're interested, leave a message below and I'll message you back and let you know which cleanses I think are the best. Bottom line, take home point, either eat less and exercise more, or increase your metabolism from the inside out by increasing the amount of protein and specifically eating more meals a day. If neither of these are an option for you, contact me directly and we'll take it from there. Alright, again, my name is Scott Amick with Advanced Body Dynamics. This has been the Ask Me Anything portion of our programming. Next week, we could have a completely different topic to go over. So tune in. Alright, take care.